This bantamweight division, ubiquitously regarded as the deepest in the top 15 right now in the UFC, and this man's the #1 contender. He has beaten so many talented fighters to get this title fight. Now we'll see what the hell he can do with it.
Hey, he's beaten them all, except the champion.
Right.
It's such a weird thing that you can go through so many tough guys, but ultimately the toughest one is the one you get last. So you go through this murderer's row of people to earn an opportunity, and now you get to fight the best. The champion is good, man, but this guy believes he has the skill set to take that title from him.
Yeah, he's been forged by the experience. He derives so much confidence from the training room, and it all comes down to these 25 minutes or fewer for the #1 bantamweight contender. Well, if any UFC division has multiple boogeymen right now, perhaps it is 135 pounds for the men, but Merab Dvalishvili, given the wrestling, given the pace, is a fight that I would think a lot of bantamweight contenders would try to avoid.
Yeah, I mean, it must be so upsetting and so frustrating to fight Merab, because Merab is just on you. He's on you like a wet blanket. He wants to take you down. He wants to pressure you. He wants to make you work the entirety of the fight. It's so fun for a guy like me to watch because I love wrestling, but to be his opponent would be an absolute nightmare. This guy is a monster.
Volume takedowns doesn't even begin to describe it, right? It makes for a suffocating night at the office to face Merab Dvalishvili. We'll see how his opponent fares tonight. With that backdrop, here is the tale of the tape for this Bantamweight Championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Assassin. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, the Machine, Dvalishvili!
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, so here is the wrestler/grappler, the Team Serra Longo rep, Merab Dvalishvili, one of several Georgian fighters that have emerged over the last several years, and you gotta think you're gonna get a takedown attempt here early in this round, DC. Merab doesn't make any bones about it. The opposition knows what's coming. More often than not, they're unable to stop him. He is at his suffocating best here in the early going. High-level guard pass there as he moves into half guard.
You know the guy's going to his left on the pass, but you cannot stop it. He is tremendous at passing the guard.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. He's got to be careful here.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, has the guard closed here. Making all these shots count.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. there it is. Now he's going to mount.
Under 2 minutes now to go in the round. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Dvalishvili. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. Round two next.
Stop!
All right, buddy, take a seat. Deep breath, breathe. All right, let's get him some water. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
Ready?
All right, second round underway.
Oh, nice kick. Nice punch to the head. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Kick to the body by Dvalishvili. Oh, he dove and it lands. Wow. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Dvalishvili. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Changing the position.
Lands with the ground and pound. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Big power shots landing. When you get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that's what you need to do.
Masterclass in changing position, unreal to see.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Oh, he passes to half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise, the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Dvalishvili.
Getting them out here.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Postures up and lands a brutal strike to the head. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, that's the end of round number 2.
Hey, stop!
listen, I need you to go out there, and I want you to do more of that. Let's set up those takedowns with your strike.
All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch, and every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Nice leg kick. Another one.
Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he is trying to chase down that finish.
Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for loss.
He's going to guillotine. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Dvalishvili. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective. Submission attempts in bunches, another one here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
So we have passed the midway point in the fight. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Dvalishvili going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Good work from the top here by Dvalishvili. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
He passed the half guard.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Oh, how about that reversal by him there?
Nice.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked. Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, sit down on the left. That was really good work. Way to control him on the ground. Stay nice and relaxed, and let's get out there and let's do more of the same. I want you to set your takedowns up with your strike.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go, 4th round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, shit to go. You tell yourself you can do anything for 10 minutes. Great job changing the position and getting that reversal.
Oh, going for the armbar now. That might be tight. Looks to me like he's got that submission close.
Starting to get deep. Looks like he's going to get the finish.
No, he's up. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Dvalishvili going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. Oh, look at that high-level grappling as the fighter reverses position and attains a dominant position.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Oh, this could be over soon.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done. Dvalishvili's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. 90 seconds to go. All right, side control now.
In the half guard.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can't attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn...
Huge elbow! Oh, another ground strike gets through. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go.
You lost that last round. We're moving into the final round right now. We need the victory. You need a submission. Let's get this fight down and attack.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
5th and final round forthcoming. Big power shot there. Wow, huge head kick. Massive uppercut finds the target.
Guillotine jump. Yep, that guillotine's deep. He's getting very close to finishing the submission. Had the submission in very tight, but as it started to slip, he went right back to the dominant position. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Nice strike from bottom position. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Less than 3 minutes to go now in this 5th and final round. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg.
Takes his back now. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet. Oh, right into mount.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
That was nice.
1 minute to go in the fight. Close guard, grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Nice reversal on the ground. Great job.
All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You know, few things more exciting in mixed martial arts than a submission, and he nearly had one there.
He almost had it. He had it locked in. He thought the fight was over, but his opponent was able to escape. But the next time, if he goes back to that position, maybe he gets the finish he wants so bad.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili.
All right, so there he is. He remains the hunted at 135 pounds, the and still UFC bantamweight champion of the world. They go the full 25 minutes here tonight. But once again, a challenger is